Alright, hey you guys. This is probably, I guess, the first video blog I'm gonna make for the group that I have. Sorry about that noise. That is my bird in the background. She could get quite annoying at sometimes. I wanted to talk about first my poem that I posted on here. And what I must say to all you haters out there that are watching this, honestly, I did not say anywhere. I did not say anywhere in that poem that people who were stereotyped as emo or people who cut were the only people that could be depressed. I said that nowhere in there. I didn't say that anywhere. I said that people who do cut and people who do wear dark colors and stuff are depressed. I did not say they were the only ones. Because me, I am not considered, well, I have been called emo before, but I am not, I do not cut. I wear dark colors, but that's just my style. I don't wear it because I'm depressed. And I've been depressed before. Everybody has. And another thing, a lot of people are saying on here, like, let me read one of the comments since I'm here right now. You are clearly unaware of what actual pain is like or the reality of the world. Do not act as if you know about this. You have clearly lived a sheltered life and clearly know nothing. And I'm not even going to read the rest. Just about every single one of my comments on here are basically quite offensive to me, honestly. And I know that I have offended some of you uh, by so-called stereotyping people who cut even more, which I honestly don't see how I did that. I was just giving the main reasons that we have to deal with people who, they ask, like for me, they ask like, why are you a guy and you have your hair so long? Get it cut or something. And they taunt me for that, and they tease me for always wearing like the same sweatshirt every day and wearing like dark colors. Of course, not now. I wear white sometimes, but and for people I've seen, they've been made of for cutting themselves at school, and like crying or something. And a lot of people on here, they're also saying like, oh, emo people are such big crybabies. They don't know anything about real problems. It's just all self-esteem crap. It's really not all the time. Apparently, you guys didn't see my last video, all you haters. Sometimes I've heard of this one girl. Okay, this is an example I generically use when I'm explaining this. There are many others I could give if you'd like. But this one girl, right, she was diagnosed with cancer, right? She's about, 13, 14, around my age, right? She got diagnosed with cancer. She got beat daily, right? Physically beaten daily by her parents because they were both drunk because they couldn't afford treatment because she was poor. She started cutting because she had so much depression. She would go to school, get taunted. She'd cut even more. She'd cry all the time. She had no one there to help her except for one friend who could rarely be there for her because they didn't even go to this. Or no, they went to the same school, but they didn't live by each other or something. And uh, she ended up killing herself in the school bathroom. She went in the school bathroom and she cut her throat and died in her only friend's arms, basically. And I had to write a poem for her memorial service. And I just think that's horrible because I've heard another story, another girl, she got taunted every day because she was different, and my group also supports people who are different. I want to make that clear. And just not people who are considered emo or gothic or anything. It's for anybody that's really different and is getting made fun of because they are. And I know how that feels firsthand because I deal with that daily. So, but basically, this other girl, uh, no, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. But I have saved a few people actually from suicide before. They've told me, oh, I remember the one thing I wanted to talk about. They told me, like, I'm getting bullied every day because, people found out that I cut, and now everybody's calling me the school emo and stuff. And, they're like pouring their lunch trays, on me. Like at lunch, they're like taking their lunch tray and pouring it on them. So, and I remember hearing a story about another girl that happened to her too. She got so depressed, she put a noose around her neck, tied it to her bed, and jumped out her window and hung herself, basically. So I wanted to say for all you haters out there, even though I have not experienced everything, and I know I'm young and I can be naive sometimes, but can't we all? Alright? I know the pain out there. I probably know more than I should at this age. I know what it's like to live a sheltered life, because honestly, around this area, many people have. Okay? I know what pain is. don't tell me that I don't know what pain is, because honestly, I believe I do. Okay, I know people who have every possible disease at the same time, and so many other things mixed in. There's too many to explain. And I'm not implying, I'm sorry if I seem to apply this, but I did not imply anywhere that people who cut themselves or are considered emo are the only ones that can be depressed. Because I know everybody could be depressed. That's basically the same thing. People are even saying that people who are considered emo don't even exist anymore, and they think they're just attention seekers. Sadly, yes, some of them are. But people who are really in pain, okay, they don't deserve what they get. No one deserves that, okay? I don't care, I don't care what orientation you are, how you handle your problems, what your problems are, because problems, believe it or not, are a matter of perspective, okay? When you were, say, 2 years old, right, and you, like, hit your knee or you skinned your knee or something, it seemed like the world was going to end or something, or, you couldn't buy something that you really wanted. It seemed like all hell was going to break loose. But now, as you age, that seems like nothing. That proves right there or something of that matter, that proves right there that problems are simply a matter of perspective. As in saying, some people, their vision of a problem could be different from other people. Either way, if it bothers you, it still is a problem to that person. It does not matter if you think the problem is pathetic or pitiful, it still is a problem. And that's kind of one of my main goals. You know, I I have my problems. I cry about my problems sometimes. Who doesn't? But you have to understand everybody has their own problems. Everybody. And everybody has different ways of solving them. And no problem is too big or too small, honestly, because they're all just matters of perspective. So, for all you haters out there, you could think as you will, because honestly, I cannot change opinions, but I think I am entitled to my own opinion. And also, this poem was not even written in my perspective. This is not me complaining how bad my life is, because honestly, to some people, I live in paradise. I should be so happy, and I am. I am very happy with my life that I have. I am not writing this poem in my perspective. I am writing it for people who could understand with this. Although me, no. Although I have been called emo and stuff because of how I look, I definitely know I am not. I do not cut or anything. And this poem, nobody has actually ever said any of these things to me. Except for the dark clothing thing. But no one else has said these. These are all things I've heard. And most of these thoughts are not even from me. These are from other people. I just kind of put them all together and changed them into my words, basically. So think as you do. Call me an attention whore. I don't care. Because honestly, there's no such thing as a bad press, and this thing is blowing up, which is good. So, go ahead. Keep with the rude comments, because honestly, it only pushes me further, and it shows how much more the world needs to be informed about people who cut, and how wrong it is to bully anybody that's different. Anybody. So go ahead. Bye.